Hello and welcome to another episode of Finatics Fish Story Time. This week is episode 11. We're going to do a whole bunch of information about catfish, a really neat and diverse group of fish that we love to keep in our aquariums. But first, we're going to have a story today. This one's another favorite by Mo Willems. It's got something to do with a ball and throwing things around the world. I hope you stick around to enjoy that. Also, we're going to have a fun original song by my beautiful wife. So sit back and get your popcorn. It's time for story time. It's story time, friends, and this is one of my absolute favorite books in the whole world. It's the very first Mo Willems book that I ever read, and I fell in love with his style the second I opened it. It's Watch Me Throw the Ball. These are two favorite characters, Piggy and Gerald, and here enter Piggy. La la la. And enter the ball. Boink, boink, boink. What's Piggy gonna do? A ball! What any self-respecting Piggy would do, of course. She picks it up. You found my ball, says Gerald, very excited. This is your ball? Well, she seems very appreciative. Yes, I threw it from way over there. You threw this ball from way over there? I am very good at throwing. Wow. She seems pretty impressed, doesn't she? May I throw your ball? You want to throw my ball? Yes. Of course she does. Because who doesn't want to throw a ball, right? Do you know the secret to throwing? There's a secret? Sure. Have fun. I don't know if Gerald agrees. He seems, well, but Gerald seems always concerned. Isn't Gerald always concerned about something? Fun? Throwing this ball is not easy. She seems confused. It takes skill. It takes practice. It takes skill and practice. I work very hard to learn how to throw a ball. Well, I think Piggy's been schooled. Very hard. Got it. May I try now? I don't know if she buys it, does she? Yes, maybe one day you can throw like me, but... Uh-oh. I think Piggy thought the yes meant something else, didn't she? Stand back! What's happening? The pig is throwing! Blonk. Just looking this way. He's looking that way. Well, how about that? I threw the ball so far you cannot even see it. Can you see it? She seems a little off base, huh? Woo woo! Who rocks? The big rocks! I think Gerald's not buying it. What do you think? Piggy's sure into it. Call me Soup Pig with my arm of power. Ha! The Piggy. Uh-oh. You think Gerald's gonna rain on her parade? Need to throw a ball? Here's the pig to call. Piggy. You mean Super Pig, right? jeez. Gerald doesn't seem to think too much of Super Pig at all, does he? Super Pig, I can see your ball. Back here. What's Piggy gonna do? She seems confused. Do you know what that means? What does that mean, guys? Yes. I threw the ball all the way around the world! Woohoo! I don't think that's what Gerald thought. She thought she would know what happened. The pig does it again! Super Pig! It's really neat! Super Pig! Get up, he beat! Uh-oh. I think Gerald's gone past not impressed. I think he's getting mad. Why is Gerald getting mad? His ball's back here, right? Can't Piggy see that it just fell right there? Piggy, you did not throw the ball all the way around the world. The ball flew behind you and fell here. No, Piggy looks a little crestfallen, doesn't she? And that is not very far. Not very far at all. Oh my goodness, Gerald. You seem very concerned. I'm gonna make sure Piggy's got it right? You're right, Gerald. I did not really throw the ball very far. But I had fun. Oh, now who's surprised? La la. Ah, I'm good to see that nothing can crestfall our poor Piggy. Nothing can keep her down for long. And she's off. But now who seems worried, confused, or surprised? I think it's Gerald. Looks pretty unsure. I'm thinking he's rethinking what he thought throwing a ball was all about. And there he goes. Woo-hoo! Yes! I rock! It looks like Gerald's having a ton of fun now. He's figured out what the whole ball throwing's all about now, hasn't he? And I had a lot of fun too, reading another Elephant and Piggy book to you guys. I absolutely love these characters and Mo Willems drawings. And I love doing story time with you guys. Have an awesome week.
Show the back.
Oh, yes, of course, we're going to have the back. Who's that back there?
There's Pigeon.
Yeah, that must be Pigeon right there.
Pigeon is always on the back of the book doing something sneaky in the back of the Piggy and Gerald books. So always look at the back for the fun that...
Let's see what Pigeon's up to next. He's always up to something, isn't he? Another one of Mo Willems' great characters. Thanks again, friends. Have an awesome week, and we will see you for story time next Wednesday.
Hi friends, welcome to Song Time, and I have a really fun original song that my grandma and her sister created when they were children, and they would run back and forth through this big field to their friends, and they would do this fun song to call out to their friends, and it goes like this. She taught this to me when I was a child, and I remembered it, and she's now long gone, but I've always got this special song in my heart, so I'd love to share with you this special song by Louise Pollard, and she and her sister created this. So it goes like this. Hi, lo, eeny, meeny, kai, chow, chow, and a pee, wow, wow. Hip, de, millika, zalika, zum, da, bum, da, lally, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. And let's do it again because it's so much fun. Are you ready? So it's just a whole lot of fun sounds. So it's like this. Hi, lo, eeny, meeny, kai. I think of a kite when I say that. Hi, lo, eeny, meeny, kai, chow, chow. Makes me think of eating some food. Chow, chow. And a pee, wow, wow. Hip, like your hip. Demilika, zalika, zum, da bum. My daughter laughs every time I say da bum. the lolly. It makes me think of a lollipop. Yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. Let's do it one more time. And it goes like this. Hi, lo, eeny, meeny, kite, chow, chow, and a pee, wow, wow. Hip, de, milly, kazali, kazum, da, bum, da, lolly, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. Okay, friends, so we're going to do it really loud and just with nothing holding back, because if you're going to sing it across the field to your friends in your neighborhood and say hello, then we would do it like this, and we'd sing, hi, lo, eeny, meeny, kite, chow, chow, and a pee, wow, wow, hip, de, milly, kazali, kazum, da, bum, da, lolly, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. So see if you can take that into your day and have a lot of fun with it. You want to do it again? One more time? Okay, here we go. And it goes, hi, lo, eeny, meeny, kite, chow, chow, and a pee, wow, wow, hip, de, milly, kazali, kazum, da, bum, da, lolly, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. Thanks for joining us, friends. I hope you love that song. And if you can remember it, to go singing, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, and call out to your friends. And have a wonderful, fantastic day. Bye now.
It's time for Fish Facts, guys, and today we're going to talk all about catfish. There are tons of different types of catfish in the world. They live just about everywhere, and they're everything from itty-bitty fish to giant, monstrous fish. These are Cory catfish, and they have little barbels on them, which is one of the characteristics of being a catfish, is having little whiskers. Sometimes they're just little tiny nubs or almost completely absent. Other times they're really long, streamery whiskers. All catfish are actually scaleless. Even catfish like these plecos here, which are called armored catfish, don't actually have scales. A lot of catfish are nocturnal, which means they come out and feed at night, but not all. Some of them come out during the day. It's one of the reasons Cory cats are as popular as they are. There are a lot of other cool characteristics of catfish. One of them being is that they're so diverse. You have some catfish that are really big and fat, and some of them that are little tiny and skinny, and you got some with long tails and some with long fins and some with short fins. With so many different types of catfish, they have become one of the most sought after fish for the aquarium. Many catfish take on really strange forms to be able to live the way they live their life. Like this whip-tailed banjo cat. He sits real still and waits for his food to come by, and then he snatches it up. See how he looks just like a log? If he sits still, you might mistake him for a twig. Big ones, little ones, funny looking ones, beautifully marked ones. There's a type of catfish for every situation. This comical looking guy right here is called a gulper catfish. The reason he's called a gulper is because when he opens up his mouth, he can swallow a fish almost as big as he is. Which is why it's very important to know about the fish that you put in your tank to make sure that they'll work well with the other fish that you want to keep. Some catfish can live for a really long time. This Raphael catfish that we're going to dig out from under the rock for you here is a super cool dude that can live for many years. In fact, this fella is about 30 years old. Raphaels are actually pretty easy going. They'll only eat something that sits right in front of their nose for the most part. So despite his large size, he can actually get along in a tank with relatively community type fish. Though you do need some space because he is pretty big. While some catfish are just plain or one color, a lot of them have some really beautiful markings. Notice how this Raphael has a pretty stripe down his side. Some of the most brightly marked fish in the aquarium hobby are catfish. Like these zebra plecos right here that are so striking that they're one of the most popular fish in all of the hobby. This spiny monster plecostomus, which is another type of suckermouth catfish in the same general family as the zebra plecos, is more known for his spiky appearance than for his stunning color. Plecos, like many catfish, come from South America. Spots or stripes, we like all of our catfish. This guy here is an African lace cat, which is a member of a group of catfish that come from the Rift Lakes in Africa. Collectively known as Synodontis cats. They come in lots of different colors and fin types. Another really fun addition to the aquarium hobby. This little fella is actually a baby version of the last guy we looked at. So sometimes fish change as they get older and more mature. This big guy is another example of a pleco. Look how spotted he is. They call him a watermelon. With so many hundreds of different types of catfish to enjoy, you can see why I could go on and on all about our catfish. I hope you enjoyed today's fish facts, and thanks for coming and doing story time with us, guys. See you next week.